Humans have no place in Broccolon.
I think because Gift is a good blue coin deck and I find the Dunker I can get some carryover hopefully. And of course they've got Tool Punishes. They don't actually have a 5 removal card though, so I can even just float her. Okay. Not very experienced at all with Gift. I think Double Rebuke seems like too much for round 1 in particular. Don't really do too much. Good to have one in the graveyard though. And we have one more mulligan. We could just leave it as it is, honestly. A circle would be nice. Love that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure my Dunker is safe here. Only Heatwave and yeah, it's only Heatwave that kills her. So if I go Dunker here, my opponent's most likely response is maybe a Pyrotech. What would I do in response to a Pyrotech? Not sure. Pavko's quite weak in this matchup because there's 2 movement cards in a Dragoon and the Making a Bomb. And the Kiran. So Pavko maybe is the second play.
A superb specimen, truly.
Yeah, we just want to dodge the buffs on the Ethne for sure. Yeah, interesting. Like, barely played Gift, guys. The reason it's been taken is there's one movement, is that we just think we were predicting them to bring SK, so we wanted to be good into SK. Which they all have brought SK except one of them, unfortunately, has got like a non-devotion. Fantonia's facing. Alright, focus. So if I was to take the Caress here, I could get Heatwaved. I think I like the Pavko play and just TAing. I think Pavko is quite bad. Then again, we could also just take the Caress, right? We could go Caress and then TA whatever else is here. This is going to put her to 5 power. Which can't be answered anyway. They do have a lock. The Tempering could have actually been a nice keep here. Shaping Nature is going to go a little bit too tall for my liking. But I wouldn't mind Shaping Naturing something that's not a removal target. So we just take the Shaping Nature here, I think, and then we can circle a targeted circle. It's tempting to take the Pavko here, but he always just trades like even with a lock anyway. So putting him down now is just probably a mistake. Gonna have to be Kiran on him or the Dragoon, and there's no guarantee. So we could go for the Vitality here. Puts this to 6. Or we could just go for the straight boost. I think I kind of just like the straight boost. And we're actually suggesting that we could just take the pass here, which I think is honestly reasonable. This is why I went for the boost instead of Vitality, just in case this exact thing happened here. Fortunately, Ethne has caught a buff. Now, if I had scrimmed this matchup at all, which we probably almost definitely should have last night, then I probably would have experimented with just playing 3 and passing. So we have the option of Forest Protector or Pavko. There is a Heat Wave that is, and a Spores. They are the Tool Punishers. Pavko is not actually susceptible at 5 strength to anything apart from maybe a Yaven, and you could argue this just gives Yaven more value. You boost it. I guess a Waylay, it could put him out the range of. Let's do that. Ethne catching another buff is really sad. Quite surprised to see that our opponent is in fact still playing here. If we go for Rebuke, we lose. Basically, better to hit this. Because unless this happens, then that is a lot worse. But if they use a Tool Punish round 1, we're fine. For sure. Wishing I kept the Tempering though. I wonder if I could just take a pass here. If they play a card. Because, I mean, a long round, I would prefer the Elves. But, like, with all the carryover I've got, and a Gezra's that can ping hopefully the front row down once. I don't think my chances in a long round are awful by any stretch. I think I would prefer to be Elves, but again, I would also need to draw the Purify card, otherwise I would have to maybe a Nero for it, which wouldn't be good for them. Wow, I mean, I'm just passing here. I think I'm just going to take the pass here, honestly. I think this is just an overcommitment. Could be completely wrong, but this feels like an overcommitment with Redea. Thing is, I've committed absolutely nothing, right? I've just got carryover with Dunker and Circle. Of course, they could have gone for like Crystal Skull and a leader charge there. I was kind of playing with fire a bit. Okay, we dodged the Ethne again. Not gonna lie, guys, this isn't how I saw this one playing out. At all. Yo, whoever's raided me, thanks so much for the raid. I will catch up after the game. That. I think the Caress has to go here. We need a dry pass card. Not ideal, is it? That is for sure. Unless you just say gold is the dry pass card, but that doesn't seem good. I could have just done with the Pyro, Adept. Yo, Claus, thank you so much for the raid, mate. And Miranda, thanks for the follow. And Lions Fart. To everybody in the chat, I'm playing in the World Cup right now, so I'm not reading chat. Somebody asked me though, I did catch it, how am I finding this on ladder? Really bad. Yeah, it's so bad. The idea in a tournament is it's good into SK, supposedly. Is that actually true? Who knows? If it's favoured in this matchup in a long round, this deck is probably not bad either as a shout. Whereas if I lose this long round, if they just pass, cool. They feel the need to push, which is a good sign for us. So we should certainly respect this push. Of course, Pavko down would be nice, but they have a Kiran, so I think getting Pavko down early is a mistake. Or a bait. We could also just take the Ethne and then go for the Forest Protector, right? For the Symbiosis value. Alternatively, a Hammer Dryad here could also be an option. Hammer Dryad leader charge, maybe. The fact we're being pushed is a good thing, I think. Because, like, they're basically in 2-0 mode, I think. As they only have Verno left. So...
Come on, lady of the wood of another world.
Yeah, this deck is just awful into Keltalis. Okay. We have to respect. Alright, we want to try and keep our card, but it's not going to happen because of Ailerine. Defender Pavko could make sense here. And they need to have exactly Purify and a movement card. And if they don't, we probably get a chance to keep our card. I took this line with the Ethne Forest Protector because if they have a Purify, then it just, I lose out on quite a lot of, well, I would have lost out, I guess only one Symbiosis point in the end. Alright, this is not what I was anticipating, I have to admit. That's great for us. Well, I say that, it's a lot of points obviously, but what have they got left? They have an Elias, a Heatwave. Yeah. So, if we were to go Defender here, this is a 9-point play. I'm at 13. So I'd have to go down a card for round 3 if I take Defender first. Whereas if I take Pavko first, they have to have exactly the Kiran or the Dragoon. And they used a Neuromancy last round, so they have a Neuromancy in hand. Okay, so I take 1 leader charge, this puts me at 15. If I take a second leader charge, I'm at 17. I'm just accepting that I'm going to have to lose card here fast, but I imagine we just get hit with the Purify. Yeah.
Come to me, little one.
Okay, we're now at that point where we can probably keep ahead. I need to actually slow down. I'm playing quite lazily here. 13 points. This is the best odds on a lock. Yeah, I'm just playing like... This is very bad. I mean, looks like I'm getting bum fucked, to be honest.
Well, I guess it's gonna take some more patching.
Looks like I'm getting bummed pretty hard. I mean, they're fucking everything, man. But yeah, this didn't go as planned, it's fair to say. Rip. Gift losing, what a surprise.
There's a great deal to be learned.
Is there anything to boost here? So the cards left still, it's just Elias, it's the only gold card, and Heatwave. Maybe we're fine. I don't know. We might just be okay here. Obviously got an 8-9 point card here. And I've got 4-7 points on the board. 60. I don't even think I needed this magical. Badly. I've actually played fine, I've just been really lazy in my maths. Like, I think I just wasted a lead charge basically. But I mean, the fact that we're still in it, I mean, they have last say, right, with Heatwave on Gord. Probably just over. The shaping nature does it. Boosts by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this leader charge was role play. They have Heatwave, Elias, but do they really have all the cards? That's the question. And Spores. Spores is still around too. Probably going to be the downfall of us, unfortunately. Okay, so if we think about the hand, we can go Council for a hammer. This is a proactive option. Circle seems bad. Seems pretty bad too. I mean, we haven't seen the Swordmaster. Could maybe clean up Swordmaster with the Rebuke. We could kill that with Pyrotech anyway. Doesn't look too hot for us, my dudes. Hopefully we find the Forve off of Council. Yeah. I'm not really happy with how I played. I don't really... Unfortunately, I think my lack of knowledge of the deck didn't help, but I played really lazily. Isn't good. So I practiced a lot for this, so to play it in a lazy way doesn't really make too much sense, to be honest. My win con I'm saying is I just find Forve from So last card, Heatwave, Spores would be their best combo of cards, or just Heatwave plus one other card. So Gord, if we click this, I'm basically level, right? If we hit the LES. Always Council first. Find the Forve, which has to be the best, no? Forve onto Tempering. Would play further into Heatwave Spores. So that would be my lose con. But Tempering's the most points, right? So I'm basically saying that hand isn't exactly Heatwave Spores.
Wait, yes, you won't let us talk to strangers.
I think I beat everything that's not Heatwave Spores actually somehow. Let's go! Yes! I thought we were losing. Let's go! We got the gift through. Woo! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Yes! That's huge. It just means we have to win one game with Vi. I kind of got it right. I didn't play perfectly, let's be honest. I didn't play it perfectly. But yeah, my second deck is Vi. Honestly, kind of dicey. Vi, I've scrimmed this matchup a lot in the past couple days. Well, yesterday. Scrimmed this matchup like 3 or 4 times. Hand state is all important in Vi. It's the most RNG heavy deck in the whole game. Focus time. Right, double fork is actually nuts. So is natural selection. I think the Noon Wraith is the cuttable card here. The bar guys are actually just good in this because I can put Vi on an open board. Noon Wraith seems really bad. I think we kick one bar guys though. They're playing Hunters, so the natural selection's good. The Forktails are really good against like Mask of Ouroboros and stuff. Okay, double natural selection isn't ideal. It's certainly not good to see no Enero, no Nalgafano, Vi, no Unicorn. But the double natural selection gives like my Slizzard like much better excuse me. Much better chances of sticking because I can kill the Raiders. Raiders are the only thing threatening removal range. Hunters don't do it. So I could actually leave the Hunter here, but I'm gonna kill it still. The only reason I should not kill this is if I say that they also have another... Wait. No, I can kill this anyway. Even the Berserk, even the Raiders don't actually threaten. They could with Skjordal. I guess this does do it with Coral anyway. Coral! Let's get rid. Mask with no Coral down is really good for us. And you can see the double Forktail is going to start coming into its own in just a minute. We have a decision to make about if we want to play the Indrega Lava, because if we were to go Indrega Lava here, could they pass in theory? If we were to go Indrega Lava here, Vi is a 9-point card. Total. So if I just count these at 4 and then Vi's a 7, that's 11. So they could actually pass, but my leader charge takes it, right? I'll just go Vi leader charge. I could also just go Willem. This is fine. If I lead the charge is enough. 10. Wait. Actually not, I'd have to go Willem. It's fine though, they won't see it coming. I just go Willem in it, into Unicorn. Into the Lion, it's enough. Procs the Thrive twice. Okay, so the Slizzard's going to come in next. And you can see the double Forktail is going to pop off, hopefully. Come on! Let's go! This is a big game. I really want to go 2-0 in the World Cup, man. The fact we got the gift through is so nice. I don't think I played it that well, but... I think I did. I actually think I played it well. I just think there was like a few small decisions. Mainly leader charge usage. And like just working out how much reach I actually had in round 2. I also think my opponent probably had, let's stop talking about it, had a better pass at some point. Okay, now this is where it does start to look quite dicey. Because if I was to go Slizzard here... Maybe this is where the double natural selection is a misplay. If I'm to go Slizzard... And then Vi would... Slizzard plays for 5, Vi plays for 7, would proc Thrive twice. So that's 4, 9, 16 points, which isn't enough, right? They actually get the pass. I think I've kind of misplayed this pretty heavily, actually. It's quite awkward. Like, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to just pass here. Nah, they're not. If they pass, I win, I think, a long round. They were supposed to pass, I think. Pretty sure that was a pass for them. But now we're just on the Vi train, so... Passing is less of an option. Having said that, I don't actually have the Vi's, right? I'm kind of just baiting that I do. Well, I am just baiting that I do. Willem is, to an extent. We don't want the pass here, because we want to consume this one and then go for the Forktails. Like, our hand is super bad. In terms of the amount of Vi's we have. Only having 2 is really, really bad news. But... our opponent scared of passing, which makes sense. Like, if you pass against Vi, you're kind of just losing the game. Like, my Vi here plays for 12. I could just leader charge it, and I've got enough. This would be a really bad pass. We just have to high roll it off Willem and hopefully just dodge. I guess Unicorn is the only thing that could happen that would ever cuck us. We pull like a full unit of those, but... Hey, let's go. Nice. So do we actually go for the Unicorn? Is Unicorn enough? So if we go Unicorn here, it could pull the Herald or the Ice. That's the reason. Or the Morkvarg or the Turgry, right? Usually you should just go for the Vi. However, pulling Unicorn, like milling one of their best cards, is actually super tempting. So Unicorn plays for 4, 6, plus 10. 16 points, which would put me at 34. I didn't really do my maths very well here. Guys, I'm having a bit of a nightmare. But my hand sucked. I won the round, mate. Again, my maths was terrible here. But I won the round, mate. I had to do this still. I couldn't just pass. I was going to try and play Forktails. It was a nice pass from them to force this. I still think I probably played this as best as I possibly could have. Like, winning the round as Vi is so, so important. And I've used both leader charges, but I'm not playing against a Heatwave or Lock gamer. But yeah. Certainly not flawless Gwent. Far from it. Okay, I still only have 1 Vi. Come on, what's going on, man? Oh my goodness, what is going on, mate? Come on. Stop this. What the fuck, man? Holy shit, we've drawn so badly. I literally can't even proc my horn. What the fuck? Ah, well, I think we just lose the draws. Which is quite scary.
A superb specimen, truly.
So I could have gone Forktail, right? Yikes. Hmm. So I'm questioning if I play a Bruxa for 6 points here. I think so. I went for the Nalgafar to put a tutor on top. It's unfortunately the worst tutor for round 3, but kind of just have to pass. It just sucks so much, but I just don't have any other option. Game's just gone so fucking badly. I could have lost my card advantage and just traded the Forktails, I suppose. But seems pretty suicidal. I think we're just losing no matter what happens here. I think even if I took this Forktail player and I had an extra leader charge, probably ain't making too much of a difference. I would have had an extra Vi for this round. Which is too shitty. But we had to go in Nero for Nalgafar is so bad also. And also the Nero was from Willem, right? We played 2 tutors into tutors and we still got 1, 2, 3 in the deck. So we actually have to find 2 Vi's here or a Noonwraith to even proc the Haunt. So I'm ready. Okay, there's 1. Forktails are probably worth more than the Taskmaster. Okay, that's great. There's 1 shooter left, so we always take it. 4s would be really bad. We have no leader charges, so this dies. We have, yeah, we just have to keep the bar, guys. I think we're losing. Yeah, I wasted one of my tutors last turn, but I went Nalgafar just to put a tutor on top of my deck for an extra Vi for round 3 because I was missing so many tutors. And yeah, like obviously you'd prefer to Unicorn earlier, but I think this was correct at this moment to take that play. It's very rare you ever go tutor into tutor, but Nalgafar just makes sense because there's so many tutors in my deck still. It was just going to be top decking me one, which... Imagine I didn't have this Unicorn in hand now. It's quite awkward as well, because I kind of just have to go Haunt first here. I really don't want to do, if I'm honest. I don't really have any other choice here. Sag. Very, very Sag. Definitely haven't played it well, but I mean, the hand has been complete dog shit. Now, this is the bad thing about having Vi in hand. I could have gone Unicorn to eat the Vi here. This dude, but it's not an option. Of course, Morkvarg and Ice, as I didn't manage to mill anything. It's a bit of a problem, but hopefully the Unicorn could get the Jutta here, maybe. To make the leader worse. Alternatively, it could also hit. We haven't seen Harold. We haven't seen Ice. or Mork Bug. Imagine they're both in hand. It's a pretty difficult matchup to lose, but we have looks like we've managed to do so. I think mainly just due to how badly we drew, but certainly round 1 I could have maybe not given them such a good pass, getting double leader charge. I think I misplayed right at leader charge. On the fork tail.
No retreat, not one step.
May Freya choose the victor.
Treason, turncoats, rats.
Can we go eat plus fork tail here? I do believe. I guess we could also just go for the Bargeist. I wonder if I actually needed to eat. Yeah, I mean we just lose. You know, Mork Bug's in hand, it's over. Game is super over, unfortunately. We're just one Vi away. So if I still had Vi on the board, is that an option?
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
I feel like it wasn't really an option, to be honest. Probably was. I think I misplayed, right? I don't think I was supposed to eat the Vi. Maybe I could have still won. Vi was just down on the board, chilling. Can't kill all the consumes. I guess they could have threatened dominance. Had an extra point as well if I just ate. That's not true. Yeah, we lose. So if I still had a Vi on the board, I wouldn't have dominance, I don't think. Maybe I would have though, right? But yeah, this is just a pretty close, but a loss. Like I just drew like absolute dog shit, man. Didn't get to mill them. Unicorn. Maybe taking Unicorn earlier was a play. Or even, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think my hand was just too shit, is the truth in the matter. I don't think I could have done too much else, but obviously eating this Vi looks quite questionable, if I'm honest. Ah. Yeah, I think I fucked this, guys, pretty hard. I think I just fucked this pretty hard. Fuck's sake, this is supposed to be a win. Yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty rough for us. If I'm honest, we should be fine. If I just don't low roll with the cards, which this isn't looking good at all. Holy fucking shit. Double lava seems ideal, I would say. Oh my god, guys, what the fuck is going on? Oh! So are they still just going to play 3 and pass? Because if they are, we shouldn't even bother with the lava. We can find Redea or Verno with the Unicorn. Let me just invest one lava. Don't be too greedy. King Ches lost, which what that means is I have to win. Okay, so if they high roll with the Pyrotech, kind of in a bit of trouble because I really want to use the Unicorn. Nah, just don't high roll me. It's fine, I believe. That's actually kind of cheating. So we're forced to go Nalgafar instead. Nalgafar's so bad here though. I mean, we could also just use a leader charge.
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
Over 1 year supporting a toffee weird Ches.
Thank you, thank you. I think we have to go leader charge here. I don't want to use the Nalgafar this round.
A very special item I have.
Shadow, 1 whole year. Thank you so much, mate. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. I've just drawn so fucking badly both games with Vi. The fact we won with Gift and it's going to be Vi that cucks me is very surprising. I still think I misplayed this fucking second series, this game against SK though. With the fact I could have taken a fork tail and then I could have just left the Vi floating so I would have had a lead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just could have won this game still, even though I drew so badly. But never mind. Let's just win this and it's all good. We did well the first game, we did badly the second game. We also just lost the draws, but I still think I could have maybe won by a couple of points if I played perfectly. The Redea's gone. There's still Verno, Feign Death, Heatwave, Elias. It's really nice. I could have also taken a leader charge here, but I'm basically saying if you want to use a tool punish to win the round, you can. I've already used a leader charge. Super expensive, so... Does look like I'm gearing up towards a pass.
I do what I to die, Dwan.
So we've actually now had Ailerine and Redea and Elias. So they've got the Heatwave Spores left. I think we just have to jam the Forktails here. We could eat the Ekimara first for an extra point too. Obviously these neophytes get some pretty good value here, but
Not all dragons crave gold, but I do.
could also argue this Forktail is still a banger card for round 3, and that could have just been the moment I passed, but I think passing without getting at least one tool punish is pretty bad. Like, if we get the spores and we lose on even, it's probably worth it, rather than just passing here.
We were not the ones to start this war.
So they offer the pass. I mean, I know I've got Haunt on top of my deck. If they could have done the points, they would have, right? I think I'm just going to... Oh, mate. Slam the card. I could have played this other Forktail in the back row for an extra point at this moment. Okay, we get the spores from them. It's extra point. Would have got a leader charge. Oops. It actually wouldn't have though, right? More things I could do. Holding on to the lava looks pretty bad, but this card should still play for a lot of points in future turns. We could still play the lava here and say that actually the Slizer is worth quite a lot because I don't actually have that many consumes. Try that. Feels really bad, of course. Doesn't feel like the brightest of plays. I was just concerned that they were going to pass very early otherwise. We actually get to play the card. Let's hope it's the scenario, right? Or the Verno. If it is, we're looking to be in a great spot. Let's go. Huge. Okay. We have Haunt on top. We lost on even, but we got Spores, Verno, Yavin, Ailerin, Elias, Redea. We committed a couple of lavas. We still have a leader charge, so we can go... Oh, I love this. Oh, let's go. Come on! I'm not checking Discord in case Bantonio tells us he lost. Because all we know, this is the all-important game, mate. If Bantonio wins, it all comes down to this. And if I lose, we lose, right? If I lose, it's over. So I have to win. And we're going to. They still have full leader. They still have Heatwave and the scenario. And also a Kiran and an Isengrim. They're the big cards that are left. They are pushing, unsurprising.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
And is awkward. Has to be said. We have a couple of consumes left. Yeah, this is kind of like the worst possible situation to find ourselves in. This is where the leader charges just fuck you, right? Pretty sad times. Is their pass? They played this well, but the Heatwave's gone as well. Maybe their win con is my last card is not a Vi, right? But no. Quite rough. But Heatwave's gone. So it's scenario versus Vi's. I need to find, obviously, like... I have the Anero. I need to find 2 Vi's. or a Vi and a Consume to have a chance here. A Vi and a Consume. I know I've got a Nero already, right? Basically, I need, like, the 2 cards I draw, I need both to be Vi or Consume. This is not one of the cards, nor is this. So it's a bad start. That's not either. That's a Vi. But then I can only play one of these Vi's, right? And the other has to be a Consume. Yeah. Looks like we lost, dudes. If we say their first play is going to be... Scenario, we should start like this.
I long for freedom.
Yeah, the lack of leader charges kind of cucked us. Actually, the Haunt being the top card wasn't ideal either, but... Yeah, man, these things happen. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Team UK. I let you down. Vi let us down, mate. I think both games... I could have played slightly better. I don't think I did too... This game, I think I honestly did okay. Maybe the leader charge was a misplay, but I didn't really have much choice. I was just worried if they pass, I don't get to mill their card. I was in a bad spot. I mean, they have to have... Obviously, the scenario is going to be what carries them through here, so... When they find it. Kiran is fine. Is there anything to consider here? I should play around Waylay, so I should literally just go for Bargeister. I guess Barb is better. There's no Haven left. Yeah, I guess we're just going Barb. Yeah, of course, if this is a Vi, we win. The difference of... This is a 4-point play. I guess it's more than 4 because I'm going to kill the... There's like a 6-point play.
Don't budge.
Rip. GG. I would... Yeah, I mean, I would have also started... I guess it might not have mattered with the lock, right? But unfortunately, the SK game is what fucked us, right? We just fucking low rolled super hard.
No mercy!
Rip. GG. Well played. I think I kind of just low rolled super hard, right? Should have mulliganed the scenario. I mean, that's just not true, right? Like, if I mulligan the scenario, then kind of screwed. I mean, the issue, of course, was the fact that I was targeting Skellige, and I just like had like 2 Vi's against SK. But I definitely didn't play it that cleanly either.